All right, Spencer, first, talk to me about today's race. How did you feel and what did you think going out?
It was just my first 8K, and I kind of wanted to keep the same pace that I've been running, around 26 flat, and I got a 26:01 as I was just told. So I feel like I did exactly what I wanted to, and I knew the guy ahead of me was a graduated unattached runner, and he was kind of just pushing me to do better. So I really enjoyed that race.
This is your third collegiate race, and you were the top collegiate finisher. Talk to me what goes through your mind when you kind of think on that for a second.
I can compare it to my high school, but it's a lot different because there's a lot better athletes. But in high school, we always had this team goal is you should always expect the best. You should always expect to be on the podium. So this is what I was kind of expecting, not in an egotistical way, but as a goal virtue type of way.
Last race we talked, which was UCA 2 races ago, you left a lot in the tank at the end, and you kind of had to reapproach how you kind of led the races. 2 races later now, have you kind of got a better handle on that, better mental approach to that aspect of the race?
Yes and no. As I said, this is my first 8K, so I didn't really know how to, but I feel like I did really well kind of going out around a casual-ish pace and then kind of just slowly pushing it. And it really helped that I had that unattached guy with me because he let me push my own pace and he wasn't just randomly surging. So I feel like I evenly split most of this and I did really well for what I had.
You're from the Houston area.
Yes.
You've been competing so far at UCA and at UTA. Compared to all of those areas, this is a pretty hilly course, pretty hilly terrain. How have you adjusted that and how did it feel today?
Well, personally, I know hills are my weakness, but our coach really, since this is our home course, we run a lot here, and he's been really pushing for us to work hard on this course. So we've done a couple workouts out here so we get the feel of the hills. So I feel like he really prepared us and is a really great coach for doing that.
How do you think 3 races in your collegiate career, but this is the last one regular season, you're looking forward to the conference meet? You face some conference competition down in Texas, you face some conference competition here. What are your thoughts looking ahead to 2 weeks to that conference meet?
Well, after this race, I feel really confident because I know there was a bunch of conference runners here that had beaten me at UCA, and I'm really confident on running next week because how well I did this week, and next week I'll have actual people to a good pack of people to run for and with.
Okay. And we're gonna let that guy get past us behind us. Just wandering through the shop. And your approach to the 8K, how did you think? How would you rate yourself on your approach to today's race?
Rephrase?
Kind of this was your first 8K.
Yes.
Okay. You had to take a different approach to an 8K, to the 5K or the 4. How do you think your approach did?
I really prepared more mentally because a 5K and an 8K, they're a little bit longer, but your body kind of feels that pain all the way through no matter what. It was more mentally, can I deal with the pain for as long as I can? And so I just was really it's only an 8K. I ran a 4-mile last week. It's just an extra mile. I was just trying to work with my mind more than I was with my body.
I'm trying to remember conference. Is that an 8 or a 10?
It's an 8.
8. So you're going to go from a really hilly 8K to a really, really flat 8K. How will you change your approach?
I was actually talking to the unattached guy who ran this last year and won with about the same time I did this year, and he said at the conference last year he ran about a 24:30. So I'm hoping that I run at least close to a 24:30. So it's about a minute and a half faster.
Okay, cool. We're good.